Hey grade 9s, next video I'm going to intro what a punnett square is. So this is going to be more for your assignment part, the part 3 here in our new week of genetics and traits. And I'm just going to intro what a punnett square is, try to understand the 4 main words that go with the punnett squares, and then kind of give it a good example here. So let's go over some terminology, some words first. Alright, so there's 4 words that I want to go over here first. Let's go over 2 of them first. We have dominant and recessive. So there's this thing called a dominant trait and a recessive trait. Okay, what a dominant trait means that it's like you're going to see this trait as long as you have one code from your parents. Okay, so we'll show trait with only one, I'm going to put allele, because that's what it's called, one allele from parent. Okay, that may not make sense right now, but I'll make sense right away here. So it says, we'll show trait with only one allele from parent. Where recessive, you need the exact same 2 codes from your parents to actually show that, okay? So we'll show with 2 alleles from parents. Oh wait, that's a little sloppy writing, but okay. So I'll speak it out. I'll say it out loud. That way you guys can understand. Dominant. We'll show the trait with just 1 from the parent. Recessive means you need both. So we'll show with 2 alleles from parents. So for any trait in your body, you get codes from 1 from your mom and 1 from your dad. Okay. You get both those codes. Now you don't show all of them. You don't your body doesn't show all those, but you at least get 1 code. So I'm going to use a big B, little b to show some codes here. So, okay, so big B, little b. I'm going to use some hair color here. Okay, we're going to say that a dominant trait is an uppercase letter. That is brown hair, and a recessive trait is blonde hair. Okay, so let's say that your dad gives you a big B and your mom gives you a little b. So here's your little code. You have a big B and a little b. What is your hair color going to be? Your hair color is going to be brown, and only brown, not kind of like half brown, half blonde, only brown. Okay, it might be light or dark, but that's fine. It's going to be brown, and that's because brown is a dominant gene. When it has just 1 of the codes, it's automatically going to show it. Okay, it's going to win. It kind of like wins this little fight every single time. So then how would you have blonde hair? Well, if your dad also gave you blonde hair, and now you have 2 little b's, now you would actually finally have blonde hair. Okay, where you get the same codes from both parents. Okay, and if you have big B, you'd have brown hair. Okay, so as soon as you see 1 of those dominant alleles, 1 of those dominant traits, that's where you're going to have, again, that hair color. But that's what dominant means. Dominant means that it's going to show it just if you have 1. Okay, so let's talk about 2 other words: homozygous, heterozygous. Okay, so we have homozygous, and heterozygous. Okay, homozygous means same alleles. Okay, and heterozygous means different alleles. What do I mean by that? Okay, homozygous. Okay, if you think of homosexual, that means you like the same sex. So they're both exactly the same, male, male, or female, female. Heterozygous or heterosexual means that different. Okay, you like a different kind. Okay, you have different ones. So homozygous means that you're going to have like the same exact alleles from parents. So you're either going to have 2 dominant or 2 recessive. So this would be like homozygous dominant, 2 of the bigger uppercase genes codes. And no, this is homozygous recessive, 2 lowercase, but that's what homozygous means. You have the 2 of the exact same from your parents. Where heterozygous means you have different codes. A big B and a little b. Okay? And so that means you have different quotes, one big, one little for your parents, okay? So that's kind of like our little intro to like trying to read how to get into a Punnett square, okay? So that's the very start here, all right? In the next video, I'm going to be doing basically 3 or 4 questions from the actual practice sheet to kind of go over this. That way you can hopefully understand it. The questions that I don't do, I want you to practice because they'll be very similar to the actual assignment as well. Okay, class? Hopefully these words help you a little more, and then the next video we'll actually get into the Punnett square and how to answer questions about it. All right, class, thanks so much.